Hey guys, so I forgot about me. Yeah, kind of disappeared for a little while. Um, I had the flu for the past week, so yeah, forget about the vlogs for a little bit. Um, I actually had week before last. I had the stomach flu, and then I caught the actual flu. Sorry, I might do that a lot. Um, so it hasn't been very fun, but that's life. You just deal with it as it comes. Good thing is Kaylee Beth did not get sick. I'm so surprised too. She's been really clingy to mommy. Of course, that's just whatever. And I'm fine with that. I love it that she needs me so much. But it's really hard when you're sick because there's only so much my husband can do. I know it drives him nuts when he's trying to appease her and all she wants is mom, and mom's hacking up a lung, and whew, it just hasn't been fun. The worst thing about it is, okay, so for my student teaching, I go 6 weeks at my first site with my kindergarten class, and then I go 6 weeks at my second site with my second graders. But, sorry. But the bad thing is that if you miss any time, you absolutely have to make it up. You don't have a choice. Well, now, thanks to stomach flu and the actual flu, I get to make up an entire week. So there's like a week in between the two sites, and I was really excited about it because I was going to get to spend that entire week with Kaylee and just get to rest and relax and whatever. Well, not going to happen. I've got to go for an entire week, but it is going to be worth it. I mean, it will be worth it in the end when I have that degree in my hand. So, um, definitely going to be a stay-at-home mom for a little while. I miss my baby way too much. I'm not saying being a working mom there's anything wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, go for it. Me, on the other hand, I'd really like to stay home with her at least until she's a year old, which will be in May, and then maybe I can look for teaching jobs in the fall. That's just really going to depend on how I feel and where we're at as far as wanting to have our second child. All of those details. Because it might not even be worth me going to work for that short amount of time before we decide to have our second one. So I don't know. But anyway, so my last vlog cut me off. You think I would pay attention and notice that it cut me off, but no, I don't watch these before I post them. I do now because I don't trust it. But yeah, I was like right in the middle of talking about breastfeeding and everything. And what I was telling you was, okay, so I'm sitting at work. And on Friday nights, we all eat together. And because it's kind of like a Celebrate Recovery program for people, and I work with the children's ministry. Well, so I'm sitting there, and one of my friends is making a bottle for my baby. And because, she's fussy, and I'm trying to scarf down my food before I have to get back there with the kids and teach class. And so she's obviously pouring, the formula into the bottle. Well, this lady sitting across the table from me was while watching this the entire time, and she's like, yeah, I breastfed all of my babies, and it's the best thing for them, and that's why God gave us these things. And I'm sitting there like, I'm a really nice person, and so I sat there and I was just like, okay, well, whatever, have your own opinion. So she just kept on though talking about it and going off about it, and then so we get past that. We just ignore it. So I'm feeding the baby, and we start talking about teaching jobs. I'd asked, my friend, she just graduated with her early childhood degree. I asked her if she had any luck finding a teaching job, because she had been applying and going through the interview process and everything. And it's really hard to find stuff when the school year's already started anyway. And she's like, no, still looking. Well, the lady starts going off about homeschooling, about how she homeschooled all of her kids. And that's the best thing for children. And they need their mom at home homeschooling them. Whatever, if you want to homeschool your kids, that is fine. You've got to make that decision for yourself. But me personally, I would like my children in school. I'm going to be a teacher. I don't know. I have mixed emotions about all of that anyway. But it just really bothered me. Like, why would you sit there in front of somebody and just basically tell them that they're not doing what they're supposed to do as a mother? Um, when we left, my friends were like, "Did you hear what that lady said? Like, are you okay?" You know, they're asking me if I was okay, if I was bothered. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. You know, I'm not going to let something like that bother me. You know, I have a good reason why I don't breastfeed. You know, obviously, it just didn't work out for us. And I tried as hard as I could. And I need to post the birth story and the reasons I don't breastfeed, all of that stuff. But, I mean, it's pretty simple why I don't breastfeed. I mean, we tried and tried and tried, and I just I wasn't producing enough, I guess. We tried pumping, we tried everything, and it broke my heart. Like, it really, really did. And I think a lot of my postpartum depression, I think, kind of started with that. That really bothered me, and it really got me down. So, you know, I don't understand postpartum depression. I know a lot of people just don't, but I feel like that was like a big trigger for me. So to sit there, but for me to be able to sit there and listen to that and be okay with it, I feel like, well, I'm obviously getting a little bit better and able to deal with that, and I'm not blaming myself as much anymore because I was able to say, whatever, you know. So, but yeah, so I think everything else has been pretty normal around here. It's just been hectic. It's been, gosh, I leave, I go to student teaching, I get home, you know, we don't really get home until almost 6 o'clock in the evening, so we've got to go get Kaylee from daycare, and her bedtime's 8 o'clock, you know, and now she started solid foods, so it's like, I've got to get home, get her, you know, she's eating squash right now, I've got to feed her squash, get her a bottle, we do bath every other night after dinner, and I mean, it's time for her to go to bed by then, and I feel horrible. And I mean, she's worn out. She wants to go to bed. Um, so yeah, it's kind of sad. But it was really cute. I gotta tell you about this. We were walking through Walmart, and I had my baby Bonjour harness thing on, and she loves that thing. Oh, she loves it. She walked through the fair with it a few nights ago. She loves it. But I had her in at Walmart, and my husband's right next to me. We're walking through, getting her baby food and everything. And she is just cracking up, laughing at like everything. Well, I started taking her fist, and I started hitting Daddy. I said, "Hit Daddy, hit Daddy." And she just thought it was like the funniest thing ever. And she just cracked up laughing, and all these people in Walmart were like stopping, looking at her. Like, oh, she's so cute. That's so funny, you know, because this little bitty baby has this huge laugh, and it's just so cute. I love hearing it. And it was really cute too because we're walking through Walmart, you know, and he's right next to me. She reaches out and like grabs onto his shirt and just sits there, just kept walking through Walmart holding on to Daddy's shirt. And I mean, she's got a good grip on it. He had the biggest smile on his face, let me tell you. Like, you would have thought this child reached out and just grabbed his hand and started holding his hand. He was such a proud daddy to have his little girl holding onto his sleeve. So he loves that child. Oh my goodness, he loves that baby. Uh, so anyway, but yeah, nothing new. She was supposed to go to the doctor Monday to get her 4-month shots, but the nurse and the doctor were both out with the flu. So that tells you something. I guess it's really going around. Don't put off getting your flu shot. Please go get it if you don't have it. Especially if you work around children. You'd think I would be smarter and have gotten my flu shot if I work around kids, but no, didn't have time. So, because, you know, I told you the whole thing about they extended our school day. So it's like, that's another bad thing. It's like by the time you get out of school, there's no time for doctor's appointments or anything like that. Because our day's so long now. And it feels long, trust me. So, anyway, I guess that's about it. I might do some more updating tomorrow morning in the car. I need to do the pregnancy vlog and tell you guys about the pregnancy and all of that stuff. I don't know, I think that's about it. So, Anyway, sorry for this random update. And I know it's been so long, guys. I've just been so sick and had such a hard time. But hopefully everything's getting back to normal. So anyway, well, I better go. I've got to get a lesson plan ready for tomorrow. So we're teaching a unit on fairy tales this week. So it's really fun. So all my math activities and stuff are based around fairy tales, and it's awesome. We made porridge today after reading Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and the kids loved it. I mean, of course, it was just oatmeal, but they were just thrilled to death. They were getting to try it and see if it's too hot or not quite hot enough or just right. All of that. They really loved it. So, anyway, okay, guys. Well, I will see you later. Bye.